Hi guys, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday. So today's Build a Journal Day, and or Build a Junk Journal Day, and you guys I've had multiple requests from you guys to do like a altered book. Now there's, of course, there's repurposing a book, and then there's the altered. This one is the one I decided to do first. The repurposing is where we'll cut the guts out and we'll, you know, sew in our, or put in our own signature and all that good stuff. This one, I thought it'd be fun. I haven't done one in a while and I don't want to lose lose my ability to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through this book. I got it at the dollar store, okay? And I've seen people have different opinions about this. Personally, for me, I think the ones that are glued in end up being a little bit stronger as far as like once you start tearing pages out and stuff. I cut my thumb, in case anybody's wondering. So I have this huge bandage because I could not get a bandage to stay on this morning, and this one stuck, so that's why I have this thing here. Anyway, back to the story. So what I wanted to do was start it today, and it is going to be in parts like our other one. I will put it in our playlist, you know, and that way we'll have it, and it'll be named accordingly for altered book, so you guys will be able to find each step of the way. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do a little bit of work in it, but I mostly want to get these pages pulled out. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to start out and I'm going to leave let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I think I'm going to leave 7 pages, okay, to start. And then this here, all right, is going to be my first pocket. And I like to take 2 pages and glue them together and then seam those together so it's nice and strong. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clip, and depending on where I want my pocket, if I want it to open from the top or if I want it to open from the side. So I'm going to go ahead and make this a top loading pocket. So I'm going to put a paper clip here so I know where I'm going to be going with that one, okay? And then I'm going to tear out. I'm going to start tearing out pages. So we're going to do 1 2 3. Let's get that all the way. 4 5 6 7 8. You can go up to 10. I'm going to debate depending on how many pages I need, okay, because of the pages in the book. I want to end up with about 20 sections in here, approximately, so we'll see where we go. So I'm going to go ahead and do 4 pages, okay, the 2 together, glued together, and then this one will be glued together as a pocket. And this one, I think I'm going to go ahead and I want to make this a, what do you call it, a folded down pocket. So let's see, I'm going to go, I'll go this way. It'll be easier this way, and we'll just cover it. So we're going to do that on this side. And then I'm going to take these 2 and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to fold these down. So when I glue these together, okay, this is going to be one of those slanted pockets, okay? And I'm going to clip those together. So that just helps me to know what I'm doing. Okay, and we're going to tear out some pages again. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, and now I'm going to take 2 pages and 2 pages, and this one I'm going to make a side pocket. Okay, so it'll open from the side like a file folder when it's glued together. Okay, and then we're going to tear out 8 pages, and these are great once you're done with them. You can distress them and use them as background, you know, and stuff like that for pockets, journal cards, tags. You can use them on collages, or you can also use these as glue pages because the paper is newer and the books are newer. You know, maybe you don't want to use it in your vintage layout, but it can be used as glue pages. So it's real nice to keep these. Okay, and then also, you know, just for whatever, you know how it is with our book pages. So, okay, which one do we want to do this time? I think for this one, I'm going to make a side pocket, okay, right here. And so I'm going to take, yeah. Now I'm debating if I want to bring this way. If I do, I'm thinking here, if I do that together, yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this side down as well. Now when I glue this together, what I'm going to do is it'll be a half page pocket, and then there'll be a tuck spot on each side, or I can collage over it. It's just going to depend on what I decide at the time, okay? I'm just doing 2 at a time because I know the deeper I get into the book, I might start ripping into that little part of the seam, and it gets hard to pull them out right there. So 6, 8. Let's see. I'm just debating here real quick. I know I've seen some people do, like, I know I saw Gail, I'm just debating because I was thinking about, I haven't done one in a while, and I was thinking, should I have made these so they sealed over the area that's torn, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I know how I did it the first time, and it was fine. And it looked really, when I got done with the painting and the collaging and stuff like that, it looked really old and threadbare and kind of cool where it was ripped out. So it's actually a really pretty journal. I still have it. It's in my Etsy shop, and it's beautiful. So let's see. So I did 8 pages. I'm going to go ahead and do, I was thinking, because we can even, yeah, I think I'll do that. I'm going to cut halfway. I'm going to take the 4 pages, and I'm going to cut about halfway up the page, okay? All right, and then I'm going to tear this part out. Okay, and I'm going to clip this section together, which I'll need to trim that a little bit closer and a little nicer. But I'm going to make this like a half pocket. Okay. And then here, I'm going to go ahead, at one of these, I'm going to do like a thumb hole. So I think I'm going to make this a top pocket again. And this, I'm just going to do the one side, and then I'm going to have it backdropped with a full page. I hope this is making sense. So, you know, what you're doing is you're creating space in the book, because when you start decorating this and filling this book, it is going to become very full and very crocodile mouth. You know, it's going to be a huge chunky monkey once you're done decorating. So, you know, I tried to pick one that had at least a little bit wider spine. I'm going to try real hard in this one to use, I think I will jump to doing 10 pages because of how many are in here. What I was going to say is that when I decorate and collage, I think I'm going to try to use like copy paper thickness instead of cardstock, because of the fact that it's going to get, was that 8 or 10? I have no idea. Let's see. 160. Okay, so that was 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to try and use copy paper, because the cardstock, when you're doing any type of collaging or putting anything in that's a little bit thicker, it's just going to really chunk out the book super quick. So 6, 8. I know this part's boring. 10. Okay, I'm going to do a top one again. These are really fun though, because when you start decorating, and that's another thing, let's be eclectic about it. You know, when you start decorating, they can be a lot of fun. I'm not looking to do any type of theme here. I just want to have a good time and see what we come up with. Like I said, it's been, the last one I made was when I first actually started doing this. So it has been a minute for me. And I need to stay in practice. So when you guys started requesting like altered books and repurposed books, I said, okay, yeah, I should do one. I should definitely do it. And see how that's starting to, the deeper you get into the book, it starts to do this little. And I'm going to grab, you got to be really careful doing this, otherwise you'll slice the other side of the page. But I'm just trying to kind of, I don't want to weaken anything, but I do want to take this out of there. There we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is how I did my very first journal. I used an old law book that I had in my collection, and I started by doing, oh, see, as you get into the book, it gets a little harder. I did the journal for my sister, and you know, it turned out really cool, but very alligator mouth. And that book was thick. That was a big book actually, so I had a lot of pages. Yeah, I had a lot of pages I was dealing with, so, but it turned out very pretty and she liked it a lot. That was the one I dedicated to our mom and grandma. And yeah, it was fun. There's that. Okay. So tomorrow's tonight is when I post the winner of our drawing. And no, I'm not giving any hints as to who won. Because yes, I do know. Actually, you guys know now too. That was funny. I just realized I'm posting this on Friday of this coming week. So you guys will have already well known who won. Duh. Yeah. I forgot. It's, well, because I'm filming this on Sunday. Okay? So now you know why I said that. So that's funny. I'm excited. I'm not going to say who won even in this video. You guys already know. I'm excited because I love giving gifts, and I can't wait to be able to give you guys some more. Seriously. I do. I love to give presents. So there'll be more coming down the line. I promise you guys that. If you didn't win this time, doesn't mean you won't win next time. Okay. Okay, and that's 10. So I'm going to do a top pocket this time. What time is it? 16 minutes. Okay, we're doing good. I'm almost done tearing this down. That's awesome. Yay, because this is totally the boring part. I apologize for it being boring. And I'm having to kind of, you know, take my time because you got to do it right. Okay. 2, 4, flip. We're almost there, kiddos. There's 3. Yeah, I know some people use older books that have been sewn together. The ones I had, I didn't really trust, to be honest. And so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to stick with what I've used before. I know for a fact that this worked for me the first time I did it. And so, yeah. I think we can do for one of those little side pockets here. Okay. These will be kind of like, almost like a little belly band pocket in the middle of the page. Little tuck pockets, you know. Okay, that one's not folded right at all. There we go. That's better. There. So what does everybody have planned for the weekend? Anything fun? Because it's so early in the week, I have no idea what we have planned, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same old because we're saving for our trip in October. And we're trying to save for a down on a house. So yeah, we're not going to be doing a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Okay. Okay, this page does not want to come out. This little crook here is fighting with me. Oh well. You know what? I'll get my little knife out. I don't like doing it this way because there's the chance that you'll cut too far in, but the less of that I have, the less I have to deal with it showing later on, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll do, I think we should do another side pocket here. And then now when you get toward the back, okay, that's where you're going to want to leave some pages because that's going to make it stronger, okay? So I'll probably do, let's see, how many pockets do we have now? Let's count. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15, that's good. That's good. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see how many pages that leaves me with. 1, 2, 3, 4. It would give us 16 parts. I think we're good. I think I'm going to make these journaling pages, and I will show you how I do that. There's going to be a different ways we cover these book pages. I like to use paint. I like to use collaging. I like to use like old book pages and digitals, stuff like that. So I'm gonna sit down here. I've been standing the whole time. Okay. So we went from having that full book. Now we have some room, see? And we have 15 pockets. I think that's good for the built-in pockets. And then of course you can add ephemera pockets that you want. These pages, okay, are gonna be, these are like your foundational pages, the beginning and the end. You don't want to tear from these on an altered book that you're tearing the pages out, because it'll weaken it. But if you leave it like this and have them, you know, have them there, it strengthens this front and the back. And then in the middle, because it's a glue book, they're very strong. It's not going to move, you know. If we were doing a repurpose, I would be cutting this gut out, and I would then resurface, you know, which I'm going to resurface all of this eventually, but I would be doing it and, you know, reinforcing the spine, and we would be probably, more than likely, because I want to practice it, I would be doing the spine attached to my signatures, where I would sew it onto a strip and then glue that into the book, so that the outside of the book would not have any sewing on it. But that is for another day. So right now I think I'm gonna see what I want to do on this first pocket here. Let's see. We decided we were going to do this as a top loading. So first of all, I'm going to get my other, I want my Aleene's glue here. I'm going to use the Aleene's glue, okay? And I probably am going to have to get a page here. In fact, I'm just going to grab one. I'm thinking I'll probably need one to use. And what I'm going to do, I put this here just to protect underneath. And let's see if this is not open. Of course it's not open. I haven't touched it in days, so let's see if we can. That needle's too big. Sorry guys. Let me grab a different one here. Okay. Let's see. I may need to actually pause and get this thing moving. I don't know. Let me try to go up in here and see if I can do it. I apologize. I should have been better prepared. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Okay, I'm just gonna, if it won't work for me, I'll just pause and go run it under the hot water, but it looks like it is. That's what happens when you don't use your glue for a few days. My goodness, it can happen super fast here in Arizona. I don't know about where you're at, but here they dry out so fast. It's crazy. I just wanted to use this one because it's you know, it's a little more workable. My art glitter glue just, you know, just dries way too fast. So you're just gonna want to glue your pages, your 2 pages together, the first 2. Okay, like I showed you, there's 4 pages, 2 to each side, because that strengthens it and makes it more stable. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, and you're gonna want to bring your pages up and make sure they fit to each other. These 2 should be right here. Okay. The first time I did this, I used spray glue. Oh, that was funny. I'm glad that you guys weren't with me, because it would have been embarrassing. it would have been embarrassing. Let's see here. And now we're going to just do that second side. You're going to run your glue all along the edges and all over the place. Get it. Don't be shy. Don't be worried about, you know, how much glue you use here, because you want these to stay together. So let's get a little bit more right there. Right there. Now we're going to, I just like to run it up like that and make sure that they are together. Okay. Because if you don't, it can go off, and then your pages will be skewed. You know what I'm saying? So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make this first pocket, and then we're going to decorate it just for fun. We're going to collage on it, and we're going to see what we can do. I think collaging would be a fun way to start the book. So now we're going to run up the edge, just from one edge to the other. I'm sticking my paper there so I don't get glue all over the place. Don't want that. Okay, and you're just gluing in between what these two sides that you've just created. Okay, and now you're going to bring those together, and we're gonna press these, and let me get a dry wipe here. Okay, easy peasy. And now what's going to happen is you have a file folder pocket. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Oh, well, don't do that. Did you see me tear it apart? Anyway, you know what I meant, okay? It'll dry. It'll dry. And so now you have this pocket. And you know what's fun? Because it's like a file folder pocket on these side ones, and on the top loading, you can do like tabs, you know, and have it coming out of your book, and it just looks adorable, and people love it, and they go, oh my gosh, you are the most creative person in the world. And you go, thank you. I know, it's awesome. God is good. And I'm talented, and he gave me these gifts, and I get to make these wonderful things, you know, and it's so wonderful. It's a great feeling to be able to do these fun projects and have them turn out so very cool. Yeah, y'all know what I mean. It feels very gratifying, and it feels humbling and wonderful to be able to make and create things like this and have them become something that people love, you know. And the things, I was telling my husband just this morning, you know, this channel and all of you who are coming and talking to me and commenting to me and to each other. I'm going to take a drink of water. You know, the Lord is being glorified, and our gifts are being lifted up in his name and in his honor, and that's what they're for. They're for us to enjoy and to share with one another and to lift up his holy name. And so, yeah, it's very humbling and very gratifying to have all of you with me, and then for us to be on Facebook together and post our gifts to each other. You know, we can do this like a normal channel where we are just crafting, and there is nothing wrong with that. It is wonderful. But to know that so many of you are with me and our faith is united while we're doing this, while we're giving glory to God through our gifts and our talents, you know, being who he created us to be, that is what is so special to me. And that's what I was telling my husband. I said, you know, I don't ever want to offend or hurt anybody, but I will never not be who God created me to be. I've gone through those times in my life, and it's just not worth it. And to know that you all support me and I support you, you know, that's what it's about. It's about him, and it's about representing him gracefully and beautifully through being yourself and through blessing others by being who he created you to be, because the gifts and talents you have are what he gave you to bless someone else with. and you know, it touches people's hearts, their lives, and I just love you guys. I mean that. I seriously mean that. It's been a wonderful experience getting to know each and every one of you, and I am looking forward to the future, because if we're where we are after just a couple of months of this channel being in existence, just think of where the Lord will take us in the long run. You know, it's gonna be awesome, right? Yeah, I think so. So now we're gonna lay some stuff down on this first page, and I do want to do one thing before I forget, because I will forget. On this front, oh no, this is the side one. Never mind. I was thinking it was a top one. Forget it. I'll do it on the other one when we go there. So I pulled out some of these Tim Holtz cards that I got the other day from Joann's. These are just his little, I have another packet of them too, and I just love them. And when I saw that that particular Joann's had the different ones, I was so excited because it was a different design. So yeah, I love that. And so I don't even, at this point, I don't want to call it bringing along anything with me, because mostly this stuff is just sitting on my desk waiting for me to use. You know what I mean? So yeah, what I wanted to do was try to go ahead and get one of the pages covered and decorated with collage. Okay, so that you guys could kind of see what I'm talking about. And because I know when I first started and I saw people do altar books, I was like, well, where does somebody write? I don't understand. It's all this writing on the page. How do you change the book? Yeah, I just didn't get it at first. And the more I watched videos, I realized, oh, okay, so-and-so uses painting a lot. So-and-so uses collaging. So-and-so uses... I kind of use anything that I feel like using. I'm going to leave this with a little bit of a frame around these edges, okay? Because I want to distress the page, and I think that'll look cute. And I'm going to do some of these cards because they're so pretty, and they're not super thick, so you don't really, you know, I was concerned about making it too thick, and so I'm going to probably do mostly copy paper, but these are they're probably like a 40 in pound. I mean, they're just not a super thick card. So I'm looking here, and let's see, do I want to lay a big one out and then come back over it? See how adorable these are? Oh my goodness, they are. They're so cute. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and distress a few and then play with laying them out. What do you think? I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've gotten a little better about decorating in front of y'all. It wasn't you guys, it was me. I mean, I just get nervous, you know. Because, well, I've told you, I get nervous because I just feel like I'm going too slow, and I don't want to take forever and make you guys wait while I sit and debate about what color to use or what piece to use. You know, that's really what it is. You know, when you're decorating by yourself, it doesn't matter. You can take as many hours as you want in the day to do it. But when you've got people, you know, waiting for you to get done, you know, to make up your mind, it's a little different. So yeah, but I think I'm getting better, and you know why? I've been more focused on just decorating it and not thinking things out to the point where I overthink it and talk myself out of every piece that I pick up. Do you guys do that? Like, get so caught up in the idea of using the wrong thing that maybe you end up not using anything? I do that. Well, I know I do that because you've seen me do it. You guys have seen me over debate with myself. Yeah. Lately, I've been practicing by myself too, because I've been trying really hard when I'm alone to just decorate and enjoy it and go with the flow and not sit and analyze everything. And it's helping me to be like that. I like this page like already, and I haven't even really done much, you know, but I think it's really going to be kind of cute. Now, I'm wondering, let's see. Now, don't let me overthink. I just said I wasn't going to. For one thing, I want this to be something that's I don't want to say all over the place, but for a lack of better way to put it, I want it to be all over the place. I want it to be a piece where you go, oh wow, you know, it's not one particular color, it's not one particular theme. I'm not very good at doing, and I'm actually very eclectic in my thinking, but I'm not very good at doing it when I'm trying to do something. I tend to follow too many rules in my head and be like, oh, well, I can't do that because it doesn't go with this, or, well, that's a different theme, or it's a different color, or maybe that'll change the scheme, and the whole book is this, and, you know, and I want to get away from that for this project. So this project is going to be geared around, and we're even going to do some tearing. It's more, I want it to be more geared around eclectic and enjoying, you know, what we're doing. I know I just did all that distressing and then I tore it off. I apologize, but I changed my mind about, I want to do some of it torn. That's what I'm talking about. I usually do it all torn or all straight edge, as you know from my collages if you've seen them. Okay. I have no idea what I just knocked down. Oh, my glue. Okay. I'm also going to move these. I'm not throwing these away because I've been keeping them for my cards to keep them in. Otherwise, my cards end up all over the place, and that's not good. Yeah, I just want to have fun with this one. This one and the folio. I worked on the folio some more from yesterday. Because of course yesterday for me was a few days ago. That journal, that folio was created like, I think it was on Friday of this week. So I actually sat and worked on it kind of throughout the evening after I was done with the video. I think I might leave that word, her name right there, Emma, open so that you can see it. But yeah, this is the folio as today. I covered it. And I sewed it into, I sewed it in. So it's technically, see, it's kind of at the next stage. I covered all of the pages. I have not put in any ephemera yet. That's the notebook part. So it's got quite a bit of writing space in it. I thought you guys would want to see it because, you know, yesterday we were where we were. So it's got all kinds of pockets. So on our next journey with this, and as you can see, I went kind of, I collaged this page. I went kind of eclectic and I kind of went all over the place. This is some of our rice paper. I used the Tim Holtz, or I used Tina's print and I did it on the rice paper. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm liking it. It's different, right? So that's where we're at with the folio, and I went kind of eclectic. That was my point. I was wanting to, you know, do it a little differently. So let's see. Yeah, I kind of like her name, or it looking like she's Emma. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna distress around that a little bit before I glue anything else down. Probably should have, I get excited and I'll put stuff down before I should. Probably should have waited to put her down and done it with, on top of everything. You know what I mean? But I'll work it out. I'll work it out. Can't pull her up now. Yeah, she's down. So, I'm like that. If I can, I'll pull it up. This bottle is really not wanting to come out. That stinks. I hate when they do this. There's definitely something sticking in there. Ugh, look at that. There we go. Oh, I got it. Woohoo, look at that. She's flowing now. Too much. All right. So we're going to put that right there. Just press that down. You know me, press and rub, not rub and press. I always mess it up when I do it that way. How much time do we got, guys? What time is it? Oh, good. Okay, we have a few more minutes. We're good. We're good. We're good. See, I should have put her down after. Shucks. I got excited when I found the right person for the picture. Man. Because she would have just looked like she was being framed by the collaging, you know? Shucks. I know you're all like, don't pull her. You're going to tear her. Oh, I know. Just let me try. I just have to try. I can't help myself. See if I can just pull her up enough around the edges here. Okay, I got an idea. If I can just pull her up enough, it doesn't have to be all the way. I can get some stuff underneath her. I know I'm crazy. I am. I know. But it's sort of working. I mean, you know, it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work. If I can just pull her up enough. I know, enough is like all the way. I don't need to touch that side. I don't need to touch right there. Just right through here. Okay. Just come up, baby. Okay. Watch. I'm not going to use that one. We're going to cut this one around here. Okay. I know. I'm always breaking my own, I mean, you know, things that I consider to be a rule. I'm always breaking them. I just figured I gotta do what I gotta do. If I can make it happen correctly. See now, if I can just get, yeah. And we're gonna trim just a little bit off of this. I want it to sit about right there, and I still want it to be like perfect. Okay, so we're gonna glue that down. All right. Oh, praise God. Yay. Thank you, Lord. Okay. And I'll get a little piece of something for that corner, even possibly, no, not quite wide enough. That's okay. Now, now. What do we got for the bottom here? La. I'm just gonna trim this puppy down too. I hope you guys are liking this. I was a wee little nervous to to do one of these just because it's been, you know, it's been a minute and a half for me. It really has been a while. So I was like, oh, I hope I do okay on it. But, you know, these are how, I'm just checking this here, guys. These are how I started, was with, like I said, with the altered book. I didn't start sewing my journals together until, my goodness, probably, I started all this in July, right, of 21. I don't think I started sewing my journals together until, I guess it was probably September or October. So I made 2 or 3 from July until then that were books. So yeah. It seems like I've been doing it much longer, to me even, than I have. It feels, you know, it feels longer than it has been. But I'm looking here real quick. I wanted to see. I kind of wanted all these to match up, and I just need a piece cut right through there that's long. Oh, that's cute. I like this print. So we're going to take... Man, I have got the dropsies today. I swear, I'm just dropping everything. Mm-mm-mm. Alright, this is gonna go under. Oh wait, this side. Yeah, I'm gonna put this piece down first, and then I'll set that middle piece on top of the two and kind of meet it in the middle there to cover that space. I hope you guys are getting an idea of what, you know, you can do with these. Now, I'll probably show you the sewing, or not sewing, the painting of a page. Not today, but I mean when I do, but then I'll probably do the majority of the painting off camera, just because it takes a little time, because you got to let things dry, and I want to make sure, you know, everything's dry right. I was thinking, do I want to sit this like that, or do I want that little piece of tag to show? I like it better without, so we'll do the glue on this side. Okay, dokie. Okay. So I think this page is going to be pretty when we're done. Once I get her back down, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but you'll see it for real then and go, oh, it's beautiful. I'm kidding. I hope it's beautiful. But I am kidding. Let's see. Buds. Okay. Just looking through these. Oh, wait. Oh, you know, it'd be fun, you guys, to do a page with Edith Holden stuff. That would be pretty. To do a couple, you know, decorate someone in here with some Edith Holden. I would like that. I think I'll do that. Oh, then we use the butterfly. It's different. Get a drink. Okay. Now tomorrow's video, and for Sunday too, just letting you guys know, we are going to do some decorating. So pull out your stash, okay? Pull out your ephemera and the stuff that needs decorating that you've been putting off, and let's do it again. We did that on Tuesday. Oh, that's pretty. We did that on Tuesday, and yeah, I just really want to, which side should I use? Yeah, I'm going to do the butterfly. I really want us to get some of this stash ready because, kids, we're going to be making some journals. You're going to need your stash decorated. Okay, I'm talking to myself first, just so you know. Because because I've got a journal sitting over here that needs finished. And it's just a matter of getting everything prepped to go in it. Seriously. Okay, so we're going to evenly sit this so that it's framing. Okay, and now our beautiful girl can go back down on top. And it should look pretty. Look at how pretty. And you'll never even know that she was ripped asunder by Tara and laid back down. Okay. Hopefully nobody can tell. Nobody can tell. Don't you guys tell on me. Okay. So now you know if you do inadvertently do something that you regret like that, you can come back and it can be saved. Look at that. See, that's what I was talking about. I would have been better off to lay her down after all of the collaging was done so that she would be framed by all the pictures. And Emma is open, so it looks like that is her name. Now, we need one little thing for the corner here. And I think I know just the thing. This is a tag, but I do believe it will look very pretty right here. I hope, as my daddy would have said, I hope. Okay. It says, the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you. Praise the Lord. Praise you, Jesus. We love you, Lord. Okay, we're just gonna dust this up, make it look a little old and grungy. In fact, we're gonna bend it, and then we're gonna rub on there and darken the little bend spots. Okay. I want to get this right here. I like to make creases in the thicker paper and then take the distress ink over those creases and kind of just give it that really grungy old bent up look. Make sure and do my edges so there's no brightness showing up. You know me, if it's not distressed. Okay, now this will be the last thing for our page. I hope you like it. And then we can also, of course, come in with like a pocket or whatever, you know, an extra piece of ephemera to put on here. However we choose for it to be. Look at that. So fun. Press that down. I'm going to get me a new wipe here. All right, guys, so there's our first page in our journal. It's our pocket, and now it's nice and glued shut. And I'll show you real quick. Here you go. Look at that. Isn't that nice? It's a huge pocket. Now, you could even, you know, go in there with other book page if you wanted to do vintage, but I mean, you don't really need to. If you're using a book that's, you know, not questionable in character and it's got just normal writing, whatever, you're not really gonna worry about it. But I gotta do these little edges. Our girl, where I ripped her asunder, Gotta make sure she's down. I really like this page. What do you think? Emma, it looks very pretty. That's her name for this book. Her name is Emma. So I love it. That's our first pocket. Very cool, very cool. So now you turn the page, and as you can see, because it's glued, it's nice and strong and sturdy, okay? And next time we'll go ahead and we'll either paint or collage on this page and start this pocket, hopefully, okay? All right, you guys, have a wonderful day. I will see you all tomorrow if you come back and visit me for our Saturday Craft With Me time. I love you. God bless you each one. Bye.